In this video, we've compiled some of the most fascinating facts just for you. Are you ready? Let's get started. Did you know Benjamin Franklin's old house hid a dark secret? In 1998, during renovations in London, over 1,200 human bones were found in his basement. Skulls, femurs, even children's remains. But Franklin wasn't a serial killer. The bones belonged to illegal dissections by his friend, Surgeon William Hewson. Back then, bodies for science were hard to get, so students often stole them from graveyards. Franklin's basement was basically a hidden anatomy lab. But the question remains, how much did Franklin really know? Speaking of Franklin, we've all seen him on the dollar, but have we ever really seen this man? Here's a twist. Benjamin Franklin wasn't even the first face on U.S. money. Back in the 1860s, the very first $1 bill featured Salmon P. Chase. He was Lincoln's Treasury Secretary and the man who literally designed America's first national currency. So before Franklin, Chase put his own face on the dollar, the ultimate flex of power. Let's talk about Alexander the Great. Alexander the Great wasn't just a conqueror. He conquered over 2 million square miles of the Earth's surface by the age of 30. And get this, he named over 70 cities after himself. From Alexandria in Egypt to cities across Persia and India, his legacy was literally written on the map. Conquering the known world and putting your name everywhere. Talk about ambition. Speaking of Alexander the Great, what if I told you he might have been buried alive? Scientists now believe Alexander suffered from a neurological disorder called Guillain-Barré syndrome. When he died, he was actually paralyzed but fully conscious. Historians think the elaborate funeral rituals may have begun while he was still aware of everything happening around him. Imagine being entombed, fully aware, unable to move. They imagined of this in the Middle Ages. That's why they placed bells on graves. That's why they came up with a clever solution, bells on graves. If someone woke up underground, they could ring the bell and alert the outside world. These were called safety coffins, designed to prevent the unimaginable horror of premature burial. Imagine lying in a coffin, fully conscious, with a tiny bell above your head, ready to save you. Going back to Alexander the Great, did you know Cleopatra wasn't actually Egyptian? Historians reveal that Egypt's most famous femme fatale was actually Greek. She was a descendant of Ptolemy, one of Alexander the Great's Macedonian generals. Her legacy as the Queen of the Nile? Rooted in Greek heritage, not native Egyptian blood. So Cleopatra's story is a fascinating mix of power, politics, and cultural heritage spanning empires. Also, Cleopatra was the first member of her dynasty to actually speak ancient Egyptian. But that's not all. She could speak 8 other languages too. Ancient Greek, Ancient Iranian, Ancient Parthian, Syriac, Ethiopian, Troglodyte, Hebrew, and Arabic. Imagine ruling an empire while fluently speaking 9 languages. No translator needed. Her linguistic skills made her a master diplomat and a true polyglot of the ancient world. Now it's time to talk about ancient Roman gladiators. Roman gladiators weren't just fighters, they were celebrities. Kids even played with gladiator action figures made of clay. Also, their sweat was considered an aphrodisiac, and women actually mixed it into their skincare products. Also, there were female gladiators in ancient Rome. A female gladiator was called a gladiatrix, plural gladiatrices. They were extremely rare, unlike their male counterparts. These women fought in arenas, proving that the gladiator life wasn't just for men. Despite their rarity, gladiatrices left a mark in history as fierce and fearless warriors. Finally, let's close with a strange Roman hygiene fact. The ancient Romans often used stale urine as mouthwash. Why? Because urine contains ammonia, a powerful cleaning agent. It got so popular that Romans who traded urine actually had to pay a tax. Yep, something so gross also made money for the Roman Empire. Thanks for watching. If you'd like to support us, please subscribe and like the video. See you in another dusty corner of history. Take care.